Okay, my thoughts on this entire Iran situation. Um, really, I can't stress enough level of vehemency and indignation that the Iranian people or Iranian people, depending on who says it, are feeling at this very moment. Major General Qasem Soleimani was a monumental figure to the people, and ordinarily killing someone of such high stature warrants as an act of war. Um, I wasn't going to say anything at first, but the best part of me vexed me to say something. So I said, let's tell them the truth again. Do you really think that they're trying to shore up the border wall because they're afraid of the Mexican cartel? Or do you think that they're afraid of people who can be proxies for groups like the Iranians, for groups like the Russians and the Chinese, who, as far south as you can think in South America, people from those nations have been have had dealings with everyone. There's a legitimate reason to be concerned. And if not for your safety, surely for the safety of someone that you love, because they could easily be caught up in a situation that has nothing to do with them. You are the enemy to these people, point blank. You're an American, you're an infidel, and as far as they're concerned, you rooted on the murder, the assassination of their beloved uh, lion in the field. And for it to be understated or not spoken on, that uh, other parties obviously feel that the man is or was a menace and a troublesome or a troublemaker. Just having said all that, the entire situation shouldn't be overlooked by the fact that Mike Pompeo withdrew himself from Iraq just a day before this strike took place, indicating that Pompeo himself actually was aware of what was going to happen. When it first happened, I sent emails to some of my closest confidants. Not everybody got a piece of that. It doesn't mean that you're not a close confidant. It just means that at the time, I uh, I knew that these parties would grasp the fullness of the situation as it stands, because we've had a wavelength of conversation about this circumstance, if you will. This is going to be something that cannot be overlooked. I have to remind you, I don't remember what year exactly, but it had to have been about 2005, 04 to '06. But I think it was in '05 though, where Iran had seriously considered stepping in on behalf of Iraq, and this was an unheard of, unprecedented move, and people were like, okay, we're gearing up to go to war with Iran now too, and this was a talk for a little bit, and I don't know if people remember that, but that was scary to people. You should be terrified. Uh, it's not just Iran that you're going to war with. They have done so much and helped so many other groups that you're going to war with all the nations that have consigned themselves to confederacy. Anytime it tells you that a man was weeping over another man's coffin, that speaks to the level that speaks to the what you shouldn't do, because the level of grief can make a man, can push a man to a decision that he would not normally make. And no one can put enough information in front of me to tell me about that the human emotion, of vindication through action, and if that action be violent, that will be the only way you are fulfilled. That you would be sadly mistaken to not believe that. People that people love will die. They have already died because of this. That attack in Kenya, yes, that was just a small test, of seeing of, okay, who's ready, who's not. Small test of who's ready, who's not. Don't worry. That Boko Haram thing over there in Nigeria. Now we have to start to look at it as all these groups are about to just start going off. Because this man may have been like a person who's holding back all these savage, wild dogs who were just ready to attack. And you've killed the one thing that was holding their leash. Regardless if you believe he's a menace or not. I have spoke on it. I cannot say that I am right, but I do believe that this may be the event that changes everything. Right after, there was an article that I read that they said that this is a game changer. And it wasn't about this, it was about sending people back into Iraq. And now, here we are with the real game changer. Peace and blessings onto my black people, because I know that it's going to get tough on us before it gets tough on anybody else. I bless you, because it is a great thing to have someone speak a blessing on you. I can't speak peace on you, but I can speak a blessing. With that said, D Treasy, with the most dangerous Twitter fingers in the world, has struck again, and the saga shall continue, and we shall watch like flies on the wall and try not to be too involved.